Alrighty, this is part two, guys. This is probably will be the final part. I'll make a 1 hour video and then I'll end the video here and then I'll upload it and I'll probably watch it and then I'll go to bed and sleep. It'll be about 10 o'clock by the time I watch it around there. What time is it now? 7:33. So by the time I watch the video, it'll be like 9:30. It'll be like 8 o'clock by the time, yeah, 9:30ish around there. I'll go to bed and sleep. And I'll wake up in the evening around, I don't know, 7, 8, 9 o'clock, work on my book, and I'll watch stuff on YouTube. And then if the step parents leave the cord, you guys will be able to watch my video early in the morning tomorrow when it gets uploaded like you did today. If not, you're gonna have to wait until like 7 o'clock the following day for my video because yeah. Holy shit, your family hates you. Yeah, my step families hate me, man. They don't like me, obviously. They've been taking away the cord for 3 months straight now. 3 months, Ivan? Yeah, man, 3 months. But it's all good because I always download movies. And so I always watch a movie before I make my videos. I download a bunch of movies to watch. Obviously. It's in there. Yeah. And they told me they told me, yeah, Ivan, in a couple of years from now, we're gonna sell the house. They told me that because all of us are all adults now. We're all like in our late 20s, 30. I'm 30. You know what I'm saying? We're all in our 30s now. Hence why everyone is leaving. Everyone is leaving now. We're all old now. Hence why the step parents are like, yeah, Ivan, we're selling the house. I remember they told me, Ivan, I'm giving you 2 years to smarten up and all stuff. Well, they know they lost. Had the doors not been open on me, I would have had my own place by now. I would have been successful with my YouTube channel, but they lock all the doors. They're fucking rapid people. And that's why I'm very, very serious with my book, obviously. I'm ready. I'm more than halfway. I'm 200, almost 60 pages into my editing process of my Zane's book, obviously. I'm done the book. I finished the book like a year ago. I finished the book like 2 years ago now. I finished the book. 2020 is when I finished my book, obviously, but I told you my story. My laptop got hacked and I had to rewrite like a good chunk of it. And I finished doing that last year. And then now I started the editing process this January, and I'm 260 pages in. I'll be done editing my book in a good, I don't know, end of the year, next April, next end of next March, perhaps early April, probably March next year. I'll be done editing my book. And I have to go over it again for typos. I caught a few typos. I have to go over it again for misspellings, that kind of stuff. Was the sentence structure is all good. We have to go over it again for grammar. That way it's in pristine form. I'll go over it one more time. That'll take me a couple more months. And after that, all I have to do is just get it formatted and copyrighted. And then 2024 should be the year I let them know when they're gonna. And the stuff I'm just know. Okay. Let's not fool around. You know, we can act all we want. We know we lock. Yes, they know they locked the doors on me. Hence, do not play this game with me. You're a failure in life. Oh, the only reason why I'm a failure is because you locked the doors on me. Yeah, I wouldn't be sitting in my basement for fucking 13 years of my life, man. Had the gatekeepers not open the doors for me, I wouldn't be in this basement collecting fucking warfare checks. Yeah, all the people who I knew in my life who I work with, they all have good paying jobs, man. Married, kids, serious relationships. They live in an apartment. They bought a house. They bought a car. They all have good like 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, $100,000 a year paying jobs. And I'm a fucking 30-year-old bum collecting welfare checks because the gatekeepers lock the doors on me. But there's a reason. That's why God gave me the keys, stupid keys. God gave me the keys because that way I can open my own door and I can make my easy billions. Ivan, all you have to do is just write your own book. You own the rights to your book. You have the keys. You have your own money. You have your own source of income. You don't have to sell to the gatekeepers. You can make your easy billions. Yes, I'm going to be more successful than all these people. I'm going to be a billionaire, a multi-billionaire. Yeah, man. And so it all worked out for me. Yeah. Hence why I'm very, very serious with my book. I've been slacking off the past couple months with my book, but like I always do my best to go over my book every day. You know what I'm saying? And go and edit my book. Yeah. I'm almost done. I only have like 180 pages left. 444 page book, and I'm 260 pages into editing. I only have about like 100, I don't know, 80 pages left for editing. By the end of the year, I'll be probably good 350 maybe, 360 pages into the book. End of the year. The next year, around maybe end of February, March, I'll be done the editing process. I'm gonna go over it again. But the next time I go over it, it will go by a lot faster because most of the grammar and punctuation and all that stuff is all edited. But it doesn't hurt to go over it again for typos, misspelling of words, and some grammar. That way, my book is in pristine form. Because I want my book to be as professional as it can be before it's ready to be released on Lulu for you guys to read. You're looking at the best story we told in motion picture, man. Best story we told in motion picture, best fantasy literature ever written. Best fantasy. I don't want people comparing my book with Stephen King's horror novels. As Stephen King does not write fantasy, he writes horror. Do not compare my book with Stephen King's horror. They're two different genres. Compare it in the fantasy genre. Don't compare it in the fucking horror genre or romance genre or science fiction genre. Do not compare my book with the Star Wars books. No, my book is nothing like Star Wars. Star Wars is science fiction. Star Wars is science fiction. Xehanort is fantasy. High fantasy, right? Yeah. Whereas Harry Potter is low fantasy. See what I'm saying? Harry Potter is low fantasy. My book is high fantasy. Ivan, what's the difference? Low fantasy, it's fantasy, but it's not like high fantasy. Low fantasy is, for example, an example of low fantasy is you have an existing world, like on Earth, obviously, but you throw a lot, but you have it mixed with fantasy. That's an example of low fantasy. For example, the Hogwarts school of wizards in Harry Potter is in England, obviously. England is a real. Harry Potter lives in England. England is a real place in on Earth, obviously, in the world. But yet Hogwarts is a fantasy made up wizard school. So that's an example of low fantasy. Whereas high fantasy, your whole world is make believe. Everything is completely make believe. Like Lord of the Rings, you have Middle Earth. There's no such thing as Middle Earth in the world. There's no relation to any lands in the world in Middle Earth is a completely made up land. And everything is made up. The wizards, the elves. Whereas for Harry Potter, you have the school of Hogwarts for wizards, obviously. That's all made up, obviously. But at least Harry Potter and all of them, they live in England. They live in England. You see what I'm saying? That you can really, that's an example of low fantasy. High fantasy, everything is completely make believe. Low fantasy, you have a mixture of real cities with fantasy, with stuff that are not real fantasy. You have the mixture. That's example. Harry Potter is low fantasy, right? Whereas Lord of the Rings, Xehanort is all high fantasy. Everything is make believe. Some there. Yeah. Yeah. Some saying? Yeah. Obviously. Yeah, I'm going to keep talking about this duping topic here, guys. I'm going to talk for a good 22 minutes here, and I'm going to end the video. I'm tired. I mean, make a full video, and guys, I can't go on for another video. I'm a little tired. I'll nice enough to do a 1 hour video. I'm going to upload it. I'm going to watch my amazing video, and I'm going to go to bed and sleep. Wake up around 7, 8, 9 o'clock in the evening, and I'll work on my book. And I'll make another video in the morning. Hopefully the internet's here. If the internet's here, you guys will be able to watch my videos right after I upload it in the morning. If it's not, you're going to have to wait a couple hours till 6, 7, 8 in the morning. See what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to keep saying this, man. Like, you got to be careful about the sharks in Hollywood. Peter Jackson is a greedy animal. Like, even though Will Smith and Keanu Reeves and Scarlett Johansson are greedy, they're not as greedy as Peter. Peter has agreed on another level, man. The guy is a greedy animal, man. The fact that he made $250 million and those Warriors actors made peanuts, he didn't even give them $1 million of his money, or even $500,000 of his money. That's how you know he's greedy, man. He's a greedy animal. As if that were me, I would have given Lord of the Rings actors at least $1,500,000 of my money. $1 million, man. If you make $250 million and you give 8 actors $1 million, it's only $8 million of your money. It's only $4.8 million of a tax. It's not that big of a deal. And yet Peter Jackson couldn't do that. That's how you know he's greedy. Ivan, let me ask this honest question. Would you have done that, Ivan? Yes. If I knew the Lord of the Rings actors made peanuts, like $250K, $175,000, and I made $250 million, I would have given the actors $1 million of my money, man. I would have told Warner Bros. Okay, guys, how much? Okay, Ivan, take $8 million of my money and give all the actors $1 million of my money. That way they got a nice paycheck. And yet Peter Jackson didn't do that. He took the whole money for himself because he's greedy, man. And he also took New Line to court after already making $250 million after taxes, guys, is what? Is like $140 million in your bank. And Peter Jackson's agent took 10% of that. So he made like, Peter Jackson made his $130 million in his bank, obviously. He made a lot of money around there. And he still took New Line to court. If New Line owed him money, I can understand, but that's how you know Peter's greedy. He's a greedy animal. He made all that money and he still took New Line to court because he's greedy. But at the end of the day, New Line owed him money. He deserved the money, obviously, but he's greedy, Peter. He's a greedy animal. And you gotta be careful. Because something tells me Peter is gonna try and get like $700, $800, $900 million, even $1 billion of my money, man, because he's greedy, man. Yo, Ivan, like, even though $350 million, even though $350 million is what? Even though $350 million is a lot of money, like, it's not enough. I want like $700, $800 million, $900 million of your money, Ivan, because he's greedy. He saw my videos. He knows the kind of money me and Vijay are gonna make. Yeah, if Ivan makes $55 billion off his box office for the 4K movie, I want a nice like $1 billion of that, $800 million of that, because he's greedy. I want a nice like $400, $500, $600 million in my bank after taxes. Like $230 million is not enough, Ivan. I want more of them because he's greedy, man. He's a greedy animal. Like, Peter, you're getting greedy. What? You smell blood in the water. You're getting greedy, Peter. I'm not gonna pay you something crazy like $1 billion. You're not worth that, man. You're not the main show. Yeah, but Ivan, like, you're greedy too. Like, you're making your $55 billion. You're giving me peanuts. I'm like, yeah, and the peanuts that I'm giving you is money that you don't even make in Hollywood. So even though I'm greedy, Peter, I'm generous. I'm giving you you signed a massive a huge deal, a $450 million deal. Yeah, but Ivan, that's not enough. I want more money, man. Like, I want a nice like $1 billion of your money, Ivan, because he's greedy. I'm like, Peter, you're getting greedy. I'm not going to pay you $800, $900, $700 of my money. You're crazy, man. Because Peter wants a nice like $350, $400 million plus after taxes in his bank. He's greedy, like, even though $250, $260 million over taxes is the amount of money I'm making is a lot of money, I want more, Ivan. I want double that, man. I want like $500 million in my bank because he's greedy, obviously. I'm like, Peter, you're getting greedy. I'm not going to pay you that. You're crazy, man. You're not worth it. You're not worth I guarantee you, man. Don't hate me, Peter. I guarantee you all the Lord of the Rings crewmen, well, the crewmen are not worth any money, but I guarantee you Lord of the Rings actors, there's probably, I guarantee the Lord of the Rings actors, they eventually found out how much money Peter Jackson made. And I guarantee when they did, they were shocked. They're like, holy shit, Peter's greedy as fuck, man. Like, we all made like they probably felt a bit used. You know, saying like Warner Bros. Paid like fucking us our fucking peanut salary, like $250K, $200K, and like Peter took all that $250 million for himself. Peter's fucking greedy, man. That's cold. That's cold, man. That's cold. That's a cold move, what Peter did. Yeah. Like, in my opinion, the Lord of the Rings actors at least deserve the license. I heard they got a 1 million bonus, but that's a rumor. Chances are because New Line's greedy. I don't think they did. But if they did get a 1 million bonus, then it's fine. They got their money. But if they didn't, Peter Jackson's obviously greedy, man. You could have given Peter all like your main 7 guys $1 million of your money, Peter. Like, you made $250 million. You couldn't even take $8 million of your money and give it to the actors. Fuck that. I'm not giving the actors a piece of my money. I'm fucking greedy. I took all the money for myself. Yeah, Peter, you're greedy. You're very greedy. It's one thing, like, if Ivan, put yourself in my shoes. Would you give the actors a piece of your money? I would give the actors a piece of my money if I knew they got peanuts. You see what I'm saying? It depends how much actors. If there's like 20 actors, I would not give them every single one of $1 million. That's crazy. No. But like Lord of the Rings, you only had a good like 7 main characters, and that's it. You had the 4 hobbits. You had Aragorn. You had like Liv Tyler and like Carl Urban. I wouldn't have given them $1 million. Those were minor characters. Hugo Weaving was a minor character, but all the major characters like the 4 hobbits, you know what I'm saying? Aragorn, Legolas, Gimli, those 7 characters, and Gandalf, I would have given them $1 million of my money, man. $8 million is not that big of a deal if you make $250 million. But Peter's greedy, obviously. I don't want to give them $8 million of my money. I'm fucking greedy. I want to keep this all for myself. Yeah, he's greedy. He's very greedy. Whereas me, I would have given Lord of the Rings actors $1 million of my money. Because they got peanuts, man. And Peter Jackson took all that money, man. He took the whole thing for himself. So I'm saying he's greedy, Peter, man. He's greedy. That's how I know Peter was a greedy animal. And he took New Line to court after making all that money. He's greedy, obviously. He's a greedy animal. He's even greedier than Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves is greedy, but he's not as greedy as Peter, man. Peter is a greedy shark, man. He's greedy, man. He's like, yo, I'm fucking greedy. Yeah, man, I want to make so much money. Yeah, he's greedy, man. I want a nice like a $900 million of your money, Ivan, because he saw my videos, he knows the kind of money me and VJ are going to make. Peter knows the kind of money me and VJ are going to make off the movie. He has an estimation. He knows we're going to make our tens of billions. Hence why he wants a nice like $900 million of my money, man. 800 million, even a billion. Even a billion, 2 billion, 3, because he's greedy. I'm like, Peter, you're getting greedy. I'm not going to pay you that. You're not worth it. Well, Ivan, you're greedy too. You're making your tens of billions and you're giving us peanuts. Yes, because I'm God. Me and VJ are God. We have the keys. We're worth this money. The whole world's going crazy because of us, not because of you. We're worth the money. You're not worth $1 billion of my money because you will never make that kind of money in Hollywood. So I'm saying, you rip me off. My deal for you is $400, $450, $500. I'm not going any higher than that. You're getting greedy, Peter. You small blow in the water. You want to make more money. What about a $200 million salary? I'm like, no, Peter. $85 million is good enough. You're never going to make $85 million an hour for your salary. You probably make your $30 million for your movies. And you negotiate for a piece of the profits. I'm not going to let you do it like that, Peter. You're getting greedy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. You're getting really greedy. You know what I'm saying? You're getting greedy, Peter. Stop it. You know what I'm saying? You're greedy too, Ivan. Yes, I'm greedy, but I'm generous. I'm not cheap. I'm paying you enough money. Yeah, but Ivan, it's not enough. I want more money, man. Like $250 million is not enough for me, Ivan. I want double that. I want like $500 million. I'm like, Peter, you're getting crazy. You're getting greedy. Stop it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna give you like $1 billion, a $1 billion contract. You're crazy, man. Ivan, $1 billion is pocket Peter. The fact that you make $250 million and you didn't give any of the Zane's, you didn't give any of the Lord of the Rings actors a piece of your money, a nice moment outside. That's why I know you would never ever give me $1 billion of your money if you made this kind of money. You keep it all to yourself. Yeah, I hate on myself. Yes, put yourself in my shoes. If you were in my shoes, you wouldn't give me $1 billion of your money. I'd only pay you like maybe $20 million and like a flat $20 million salary. Yes, you're cheap. Whereas me, I'm greedy, but I'm not cheap. I'm generous. I'm paying you a nice $85 million salary with your bonuses, which is 106 million in New Zealand money, and I'm giving you 0.6% of the film profits, which is a good 350, 300, most likely $350 million around that you're going to make. You signed your $450 million deal. After taxes, you're walking away with like a $230, $40 million check in your bank after taxes and your agent. $250 million check in your bank after taxes and your agent. Yeah, $250 million is a lot of money, Ivan, but I'm greedy, man. I want more money, man. I'm like, Peter, you're getting really, really greedy, man. Stop it. You know what I'm saying? Like you're pushing it, man. Like you're being too greedy, Peter. You know what I'm saying? Just let go of your greed and just say, you know what, Ivan offered me. Yes, I offer you a deal of a lifetime. It's enough money. You think it's not enough because you're just greedy. You know the kind of money I'm gonna make, and you want to make a nice like 900, 800, $1 billion of my money, but you're not worth it. Just like the gatekeepers are fucking greedy animals too. They probably make a good, I don't know, $250 billion a year from all the hundreds of trillions made worldwide. Yeah, the gatekeepers make like $250 billion a year off the money made around the world. They have a couple trillion in their bank, I don't know, 1.5, 2, 3 trillion in their bank. And yet they still want to take all of my billions. Yeah, they're greedy animals. Peter Jackson is like that too. He's greedy. Even though $450 million is a lot of money to Peter, he wants double that because he's greedy, obviously. Ivan, I want double what you're paying me, man. Now, I want to make a nice like $900 million off your movie, Ivan, because he knows if he gets $900 million, he's gonna walk away with like a $450+ million check in his bank because he's greedy, Peter. He wants a nice I want a nice like $400 million of that, Ivan, after taxes because he's greedy. Ivan, why you make a big deal out of fucking $900 million? That's fucking chump change how much you're making. Like, Peter, you wouldn't even pay me this kind of money. You're right, Ivan. Yes, you'd only pay me probably a flat $25 million. Yeah, if you were a director, Ivan, I'd only pay you like $20 million flat salary, and that's it. I wouldn't give you shit. Because I'm fucking greedy. Yes, you didn't give the Lord of the Rings actors a piece of your money, Peter. You could have easily given like all your 7, 8 stars $1 million of your money. You didn't even do that. You took all the money for yourself when they made their shitty money. And all of a sudden when you're doing my movie, you expect me to give you $1 billion of my money. No, I'm not going to do like that. Well, I'm generous. I'm nice enough to give you a nice $450 million paycheck. A nice $350 million in royalties. But Peter's greedy. He wants more. He wants more money, obviously, because he's greedy, obviously. You see what I'm saying? He's very greedy. Keanu Reeves is greedy too. But Keanu Reeves is not as greedy as Peter. As Keanu Reeves would probably be like, yeah, Ivan, $100 million is a good deal. Because I heard the man is pretty generous. I heard some generous deeds that Keanu Reeves did in Hollywood, obviously. I heard he did buy them bikes. He bought some of the main special effects guy bikes, and he gave one person a $30,000 Christmas card. And I heard he took like $1 million of his salary and gave them all $1 million. That's probably a rumor. I highly doubt he didn't do that. My guess is he took the whole $250 for himself. You see what I'm saying? But I heard some generous things Keanu Reeves does to some people. Sometimes he buys people watches, all that stuff. Whereas Peter has greed on another level, man. The guy is greedy, man. He's a greedy animal. As I guarantee you, $350 million is not. It won't even be enough for Peter. He's gonna want more money. Ivan, $350 million is not. Look, in other words, when Peter Jackson's agent tries to push for more money, like 1%, I'm gonna be shocked. Holy shit, Peter's greedy, man. Peter is a greedy animal. Yeah, man. Like $350 million in royalties is not enough for you, Peter. Oh, Ivan, it's not enough, and I want more because he's greedy. Yeah, man. He's greedy. You know what I'm saying? Ivan, I want double that. I want a nice like $700 million in royalties. I'm like, Peter, you're getting greedy. I'm not gonna pay you that. You're crazy, man. You would never pay me that. What makes you think I'm gonna pay you that? I'm nice enough to give you a piece of my royalties, but I'm not gonna let you do my that. Again, $350 million is enough, Peter. You're getting greedy, man. Ivan, you're greedy too. You won't even give you won't even give me $1 billion of your money, Ivan. I'm like, no, because you're not worth it, man. I'm not gonna give you $1 billion of money. You're fucking crazy. Oh, how do you walk away with a couple $100 million, Peter? $220, $230, $240 million after taxes in your bank after the 4 years with your salary and your royalty checks and your bonuses. Obviously, is enough, Peter. You're just being greedy, man. Ivan, I want double that, man. I want like $480. $500 million in my bank. I'm like, Peter, you're greedy, man. Stop it. You're getting very greedy, you know what I'm saying? Peter, if you don't like my offer, you're more than welcome to work on Hollywood and make less money and be a dirty slave. I have an it's a deal. Yes, I gave you a good fucking deal. You see what I'm saying? I gave you a good deal, Peter. You're getting greedy, man. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, and Jon Favreau, something tells me he's going to be greedy too. He's like, Ivan, why is 0.2 such a big deal to you? I'm like, John, I'm not going to let you do that. I'm not going to let you walk away with $200 million of my money, man. You're being greedy, John. I'm going to keep you around that 100, 105, 115, 80, 90, $70 million range. I'm not going to let you do like that. Beware of the Lord of the Rings crewmen. The Lord of the Rings crewmen, some of them might be greedy too. Ivan, are we going to get a nice piece of the profits? A nice like $5,000? There's some crewmen in Lord of the Rings who might demand a good like $10,000 or something like that. Ivan, are we going to get a nice piece of the profits? A nice like $10,000 each. I'm like, no, you guys are not worth. You're not worth a piece of the royalties. You're a fucking average crewman. Yeah, you're a Hollywood crewman. Hence why I'm paying you $150K, but that's it, man. You only get your bonus is your $2,000 gift card. That's your bonus. I'm not giving you squat off the profits. You're not worth it, man. I'm already giving all my fucking 15, 16 stars a piece of the profits, and all members of my 17, Peter Jackson and Guillermo Toro. I'm giving like 20 people a piece of the profits, guys. I'm not like 22 people a piece of profits. I'm going a bit over 1%. I'm not going to do like that, man. You're not getting shit. You're not worth it. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. You gotta be careful, man. Especially Peter Jackson, man. Something tells me Peter Jackson's gonna get greedy. He's gonna demand something crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? I know his agent might push for maybe a $150, $200 million salary and like 0.8%, 0.9% of the profits, 1% of the profits. And I'm like, Peter, you're getting greedy. I'm not gonna pay you. That's crazy. $85 million is good enough. And 0.6% is good enough for the profits, but you're getting greedy. Ivan, what about 1%? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, Peter, I'm not going to let you walk away with like a $650 million royalty check. You're fucking crazy, man. If I give you 1%, Peter, you're going to walk away with like $700 million. $700 million in royalties with you. You're going to walk away with $800 million. Yeah, but Ivan, that's nothing. I want a nice like $400 million of that, Ivan. That's what taxes, man. Like 240 isn't enough, Ivan. I want more. Because he's greedy. I'm like, Peter, you're getting greedy. I'm not going to pay you that. You're crazy. But he'll accept my deal, obviously. Ivan, because Peter Jackson knows, yeah, even though Ivan's greedy, he's generous. Yes, he knows if he signs makes $350 million in royalties, it's a nice paycheck. He's gonna make like his what? It's like $200 million after taxes, Peter. But because he's greedy and he knows the amount of money he made compared to me and Vijay's pocket change, he wants more. He wants like a double that. He wants like 400, 500 million. After taxes, yeah. Because Peter's greedy, obviously. You see what I'm saying? You gotta be careful with the Sharks, man. You gotta be careful for the Zayn Acker too. High chance John Boyega's agent will try and push for 0.02. I'm like, I'm not paying John Boyega 0.02. He's not worth that. He's not even worth 0.01. He's a rising star. You know what I'm saying? Idris Elba might get greedy and try and get 0.03, 0.04. I'm like, Idris, you're getting greedy. 0.02 is good enough. You're making a nice, I don't know, 8, 9, $10 million in royalties. That's good enough. You're getting greedy. You signed your like $22 million deal. Idris Elba, you're getting greedy, man. You're gonna walk away with a lot of money in your bank. I know, a nice 8 million, 9 million after taxes in your bank. It's good enough, Idris Elba. You're getting greedy, man. You're almost $10 million richer. I'm giving you a good deal. You're getting greedy. You know what I'm saying? Don Cheeto Vigo might ask for more money. Vigo might ask for a $14 million salary and like 0.03. I'm like, Vigo, you're getting greedy. I'm not going to pay you $14 million. You're not worth it. You're worth your 10, 11, 12 million at most. But for my movie, for The Role of Mary Mist, I'm not paying you any more than 10. That's good enough. You know what I'm saying? Don Cheeto might get greedy and try and get 15 million. I'm like, Don, I'm not going to pay you $50 million. For The Role of Mary Mist, I'm not going to pay you any more than 10.2. And you get 0.03%. Don Cheeto, I can give him 0.03, whereas Vigo, I'll give him 0.02. Which is a good 8 to like 10, $11 million in royalties for those guys. They sign like their 19, 18, 20, $21 million deal. It's a good deal. If Vigo gets greedy, I'm like, Vigo, if you don't like my offer, you're more than welcome to work in Hall, be a dirty slave. All right, it's a deal. Yeah, I give you a good deal. Avon Jojen might get greedy too. He might try and push for $6 million for his paycheck. I'm like, Avon, you're being greedy. I'm not gonna pay you fucking what, $6 million. You're being greedy. $4 million is good enough. I'm not gonna do like that, man. I think I might talk for another part, guys. I think I have enough energy to talk for another 30 minutes. That way you guys enjoy my videos long. You better enjoy the series Wise of Cam World, by the way. As once I'm king, I'm peacing out my wife. You're not going to be saved. Like you say this. Yeah. Yeah, you got to be careful for... The people who you really have to be careful for are the bigger A-list actors. And the small A-list actors, you don't really have to worry about them because the small A-list actors, they don't affect your budget that much. 0.01, 0.02 is peanuts compared to how much the bigger ones are making. The bigger ones are making their tens of millions, whereas the smaller ones are only making a couple dozen. The smaller ones are only making like 10, 11, 12 on average, 8, 6, 5 million. A-listers. They don't affect your budget that much. Whereas the bigger ones are making their tens of millions. And you gotta be careful about the sharks and animals in Hollywood. See what I'm saying? You gotta be careful, man. Yeah. You have to be careful. You have to be careful, guys. See what I'm saying? Yeah, I think I might end this video. I don't feel like we're talking for another 30 minutes. I could talk for another 30 minutes. I don't think I can talk for another 30 minutes, guys. I pretty much covered what I want to talk about. Yeah. Obviously. Ivan, you think Peter Jackson is greedy? Yes, Peter Jackson is greedy. You know how I know he's greedy? The fact that he took New Line to court after making $250 million, that's how you know Peter was a greedy animal. And he took all the money for himself, man. He didn't give any of Lord of the Rings actors like at least a good like $500,000 of his money, man. You can't even give them a good like $250K, $500K of your money, Peter, because you're fucking greedy, man. All these Lord of the Rings actors, you knew all these actors made peanuts. Yeah, Ivan, they made peanuts, yeah. And you took all the $250 million for yourself, and you didn't even give them a nice $500K, $1 million of your money, Peter. Like you're like, is $8 million really gonna hurt you, Peter? Giving your actors, Ivan, like I'm fucking greedy. I'm not giving them shit. Yeah, because he's greedy, obviously. Hence why I guarantee you. I'm gonna tell you, watch out for Peter Jackson. He's a greedy animal, man. Something tells me he's gonna try and ask for like 1%, something crazy, like 1%, and like he's gonna try and ask for like a 150, $200 million salary and like 1% because he's greedy. Obviously, I'm like, Peter, you're getting greedy. I'm not gonna pay you that. You're crazy. 106 million New Zealand money is good enough. You're walking with like I don't know, $58 million check in your bank for the 4 years of work. That's a lot of money. And you're going to make a nice $350 million in royalties for the sales, for the box office. That's good enough, but you're going to walk away with a $200+ million check in your bank, Peter. 220, $230 million. Ivan, $230 million is not enough, man. I want more money, man. I'm like, Peter, like, why is $230 million enough for you? It's enough, Ivan, but like the amount of money I'm making compared to how much you're making is chump change. It feels small, yes. Compared to the amount of money I'm making, it feels small, obviously, but in reality, it's a lot of money. You're just greedy. It pisses you off that me and you're taking all that money, obviously, and because you know I'm gonna make all that money, you want a bigger chunk of the pie. You're greedy, yeah. You smell blood in the water. You're getting greedy. I'm not gonna fucking give you what like an $800, $900 million deal. You're crazy, man. You're not worth that. Even Steven Spielberg isn't worth that. Steven Spielberg is bigger than Peter Jackson, and even he's not worth $1 billion contract. Steven Spielberg is probably only worth like a $550 million contract for my movie. He's not worth even $1 billion for my movie because I'm much bigger than him. I'm bigger than George Lucas. I'm bigger than Steven Spielberg. I'm bigger than you, Peter. I'm a fucking son of God. I'm much bigger than all these guys. You know what I'm saying? You're getting greedy, Peter. You're getting very greedy, Peter. $230 million for tax is enough, Peter. You can live a good life. All right, it's not enough. I want more, man. I want like a double that, man. I'm like, Peter, you know what I'm saying? You're being very greedy, man. I'm not going to pay you more than that, man. You know what I'm saying? The fact that you took all that money, man, for Lord of the Rings, and you didn't even give any of those actors, those poor actors who made their $250K, $200K, like you couldn't even give them $1 million of your money or $500K of your money. At least $500K of your money. You could have given them at least $400K of your money, Peter. And you kept it all you took it all for yourself. I believe those actors deserve the big paycheck for Lord of the Rings, Peter. It's not just you. Those Lord of the Rings actors had a huge part to play in your success, man. And you took all the money for yourself. That's why I know Peter's greedy. I'm not going to let Peter dupe like that, man. Peter, I'm not going to do like that. I'm going to keep you around that 350, 300, 400 million range for 380 million range for your royalty check with your 106 or 85 million Canadian salary and bonuses. That's my deal. I'm not paying you any more than that. That's good enough. You don't make this money in Hollywood. For Lord of the Rings, you only made $250 million, and you're making almost double what you made for Lord of the Rings, Peter. If Peter Jackson made $250 million, for what? For Lord of the Rings, chances are he made about $150 million. No, Peter made $250 million in what? In American money, which is like $70 million in New Zealand money. So Peter Jackson probably made a good like $170 million ever taxes, and his agent, I don't know, $160 million ever taxes his agent Peter Jackson made. You see what I'm saying? And yet he couldn't even give the actors, the Lord of the Rings actors, a good $1 million of his money because he's fucking greedy, man. He's a greedy animal. You're crazy. I would never do that. Look, man, if the actors, if I made that money in the act, I knew my stars got shitty money, I would have taken at least like 800 grand to $1 million of my money and give it to the main like 7, 8 actors. Just the main like 7, 8 actors. Not all the actors, no, just the main guys. I would have given them a nice like $1 million, $800,000 of my money. But Peter Jackson didn't do that, man. He took the whole money for himself because he's greedy, man. He's a greedy animal, Peter. You know what I'm saying? He's a greedy shark. Hence why you gotta be careful. Do not let Peter Jackson or Mel Gibson or the greedy animals, those greedy animal actors in Hollywood dupe you. Anyway, sorry guys, I'm not gonna make another part. I'm fucking tired. I'm gonna upload this video. I'll be uploading a good, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes from now, and I'm gonna enjoy my video, have a nice coffee, and make some nice breakfast for myself. I'm gonna go to bed and sleep afterwards. I'll make a video tomorrow morning. Hopefully the internet cord's here so I can upload and you guys will watch it right afterwards. So Ivan Amir, I'm signing up. Peace.